Hi. How are you? Some of you sometimes write me messages that they would watch everything I do, and it doesn't have to be about pottery. So this little vlog might contain some pottery, but also two main other things. The first thing that in general you would say eine Verkettung von Umständen, so a connection of things which happened and went wrong and different than I planned to. Sometimes I do think I should do these videos in German because that might make them a little bit more clever, but well. I will go to the cinema on my own for the first time in my life. The funny thing is, when I bought the tickets for this movie, which is actually a piece from a theater, I thought about going there alone because it would be the perfect occasion to do that. But then I thought I would bring my sister because I thought it would be good for her to watch. It's a very feminism, actually a book which turned into a play in a theater, which then got turned into a movie. And the name is Pick Me Girls, from Sophie Passmann, if you know her. I'm a huge fan lately, a German author, and maybe one of the biggest minds of our century right now, if you ask me. But yeah, I'm going there alone. Now I forgot how I started the sentence. I'm lately trying to learn a lot of things alone. Obviously that happens when you're not in a relationship. You either stop doing things or you have to do things all by yourself. And I'm quite good at that. I, in general, like being alone. I like being home in my flat. I like to go on walks. I can go eat ice cream alone, which also took a time. What I didn't try is really going to a restaurant on my own, but I do have a lot of friends who like to eat as well, so I'm kind of safe on that side. But I will go to the cinema alone today. So I put on a nice dress and we'll go there any second. Obviously, I can't show you much from the movie itself, but maybe I can share how I feel about it or felt about it afterwards. First, I want to show you my dress. Because also when you don't have a partner, you have to show random people in the internet what you're wearing. Can you see? I love that dress. You can't really see, but it's beautiful. I also dropped some food on here just now, so I had to clean it. That's why it's wet. And I have the perfect matching shoes. Wait. So it's just these little clunkers from Zara, which I love. Look at the beautiful spot there. But we do like this. Can you see me? Nearly, right? These are my shoes. This is how I will go. Brown is my favorite color lately, so we do everything in brown. Yeah, I will go jump on my bike now and go there. Do you do things alone? Beside work? It's scary because I think the thing which is scary about it is that also living alone after you lived with a partner, going on holiday alone, which I'm thinking about as well, is that you really have to face yourself. I think it's not really the thing that you feel lonely. Well, obviously you can, but luckily I don't really do that. But yeah, you have to, you will be stuck alone with your thoughts if you decide to. Obviously, you can also just get distracted on your phone, but that's not really what I wanted to go for. I do that a lot as well. Don't you worry. But yeah, you're just there with your thoughts and you have to start to just sit there with yourself and become friends with yourself, actually. So let's go on a little date with myself. Maybe Getting a mirrored phone case is not the best when you're a ceramicist. It will always look nasty. This was by far not as scary as I thought. The fact that the whole cinema was just filled with women who were there to watch a movie about how hard it is to be a woman in this society helped. If you're German, if you understand the German language, I can highly recommend to listen to Sophie Passmann's podcast or to watch that movie if you can, or to read her books, because it's really touching, because she obviously talks a lot about a lot of problems we all have, and the main idea of Pick Me Girls, which was the movie or the theater or the book I just watched, is how hard it is to be a woman in this society and what kind of woman she or me or you would have become if we wouldn't have to try to become the woman which is respected by men in this society. So that's the idea. That was really touching. I only cried like 3 or 4 times. I'm usually not a big cinema going person, so I don't think I will make this my thing to go to the cinemas, because usually movies are too scary or too sad or too emotional for me. I do prefer like the more sitcom-y vibes of shows and stuff. So, and to not have this video go too deep here, tomorrow I will go and curl my lashes for the first time. I have very long lashes. I get a lot of questions about that. I do use a lash serum, is it called in English too? Something which makes your lashes grow, but I did had long lashes my whole life long. So we do that tomorrow, and then we might do some pottery as well, okay? This was just a little snippet of what goes on in my brain all day long, basically. I just stopped because I'm right at the place where the market I'm working for will happen. I did pass it on the way here, so you saw the trees already. It's one of the most beautifulest places, like in the inner city of the city I live in, and the market will be here on like a little street in between like huge trees, which is very famous. And I'm really blessed that I'm able to participate in that. Again, I did 2 years ago. I'm just currently waiting for people to turn around so I don't film them. There's an old man walking very slow. It will take time. Yeah, there is a Brunnen. What's the name of that? A fountain in the back, and the other side looks like that. It might not look crazy beautiful right now because there is no sun, but you can imagine. Just put a filter on top of that, okay? Okay, I go home now. Good morning. I made this glass myself in a glass making workshop. Very impressive, no? For glass making, you use the... Sorry, it's really loud again. For glass making, you use the same kilns, kind of. Just that there is melted glass inside. my chair to a different spot so you can see my flat from a different angle. How do you like my art? Personally, this is my favorite picture. So, like I said, I will go and have a lash curl today. Do I need it? Probably not. After watching the movie yesterday, I have a question in my head that comes with it, obviously. Do I want to have my lash curled because I want it, or because I feel like I will be more respected by society if I do? I would not know how to find the answer to that, because my brain probably is as brainwashed as I cannot divide in what do I think because of this and what do I think because of who I really am. But also on the other hand, should we forbid ourselves things that we want to make because they make us feel beautiful, which makes us feel empowered, which makes us strong, just because maybe we do it to be respected by society? Also not. So we go have the lash curled. I will get the lash serum I use so you see that, because I get the question a lot, not here on Instagram. So 1 second. So this is the one I use. It's called Lash Cocaine. There's also Brow Cocaine and everything. And I think it's crazy that hair growth things exist. I'm really good at following routines. So I'm using this every night since a year. So I have long eyelash. And another thing I do, which I don't know if it actually helps, but I will show you nonetheless, because you can see my eyelash is already quite going up. And it hasn't been always like that. So what I do is when I put lotion on my face, I make sure to not go down like that. I go with every single lotion, with everything I put in my face. I kind of wipe it up so my lashes go up with it as well. If you have a lotion which you put that close to your eyes. Maybe that helps to have them up anyways. I will not curl them today. I do curl my lashes as well. Well, with it, don't know what the name of that is. Wimpernzange. Because we want to see a before and after. So this is the before of my eyelash. And I do wonder if it will make a difference even. Maybe they will go all the way up, like till my eyebrows later. Okay, we see us there or after, I don't know. I just arrived in the, well, at the street where the lash place is. I'm a little bit early because I like to be early. And I also love to walk around here because this area, it's Flinger Nord here in Düsseldorf, is the area I could really imagine living in. Like, I'm looking for a flat at the moment and I thought I will always stay close to my shop. This is not as far, it took me like 10 minutes with the bike. Would be perfect walk distance with my dog in the morning. Yeah, and there are so many nice shops and so many old buildings. I really would love to live in a house with like huge ceilings, old wooden floor. And these flats are usually very hard to get because they don't ever end up in the market. You have to know people who move out. So that's why I tell everyone that I'm looking for a flat like that. So if you're from Düsseldorf and you're moving out, or you know someone who's moving out, hit me up. I'm already sweaty as hell. You can't see it, but I am. Just walking a little bit. looking at things. Imagine living in that building, or in this building, or in any building on the street actually. I like to daydream. This is insane. I will show you when I'm back in the studio. I jump on my bike now. I already had them tinted. I'm not sure if I like that. With the trash in the back. I jump on my bike now and we go pick up Kiwi and then go to the studio. And yes, I wear a tiny skirt, and every few minutes I'm flushing some people with my skin-colored underwear. Did I have breakfast before I left for my appointment at 10? No. Am I starving now? Yes. Do I have my breakfast now? Yes. I think the lighting could be better, but I don't want to get up. So this is my eyelashes after. They are definitely more curled. Definitely. Like very, very straight up. They in fact reach my eyebrows now if I have my eyes just normal. If I do like that, they can even be bigger than my eyelash, than my eyebrow. What did they say? They reach the eyebrow. That's what I wanted to say. My eyes feel all sticky, I guess from the product she used, but she did a great job. I will link the place I went to down in the description bar in case you're from Düsseldorf. Very nice place. I shouldn't have them tinted. I'm using brown mascara. Why do I think that I like when my eyelashes are black? But I'm happy with it. I hope after a few washes it will get better. As she said, 24 hours no water. I already dripped sweat. So we see how that goes. It's not hot now. Okay, now we get working. I had an idea in my mind, which is that I wanted to create ramen bowls, like nice big soupy bowls. And the other day I just got some clay out and tested them. I wasn't sure, well, I was sure about the shape. I want them to be like a little bit round and then have a tiny bit of a flared rim. And then I made two and didn't like them at all. I will show you them. So the first one was this one, and while I made it, I hated it. It also doesn't really has a nice inside. You can see it has an indents here, which is not very good thinking about bowl. A bowl should have like a nice curved inside, and this one has more like an edge in there. But after I trimmed it, I did like the shape from the outside. I made a second one as well. This one is actually really light. Has my stem on there already. And here you can see it's nice and curved and no edge from the inside, but they're a little bit too big. And then yesterday, so the day after, I really sat down and took some proper measurements and created some more ramen bowls, which I was very happy with. I tend to, when I want to do something and I think I might not be good at it first try, I tend to just not do things and also tell people like, oh no, that's not really my thing to do, my style, my whatever, just because I don't want to suck. But yesterday I decided to be gentle with myself and try it, and also like proper taking care that it might turn out good, and I'm very happy with them. I love them. It's a little bit less clay than the first ones. They have a flared rim, but like just a tiny bit, and I will trim them so they will have a beautiful foot ring here. We will trim them together today. They're a little bit too wet still. They dry out because it's very hot here. I will flip them over now so I can get the wood off in a second, and then we trim them, and hopefully they will all survive. I will glaze them 2 in pink and 2 in yellow, and once they're done, I will love them. That's all. So we'll just leave them for a few minutes till they're a little bit more dried out, and then we trim them. Okay, we are at the wheel. You can't see it, but it's here. I already trimmed the first one. And what's funny is they had like this little flared rim, but through the drying process it somehow disappeared because clay shrinks when it's drying. And apparently the flared rim shrinked away. So for the next ones I will do, if I do more, I will make it a little bit more flared. This is how I have the foot ring trimmed now. And I will just have you watch me trim it with some music, because the construction is loud again. So I'm pretty happy with them. Oh, and the cars, everything is loud. Everything is loud and everything is hot today. So let's go trimming. That's enough for today. It's wet. I'm stinky. It was quite a loud day. In the last days I had a lot of people here in the studio, which I like people, but I hardly get work done when people are here. So tomorrow hopefully will be a more calm day. I hope you enjoyed this vlog with just a tiny bit of pottery content and a lot of thoughts of mine. I would love to hear what you think about this more lifestyle content of mine, or if you're like, no Leah, we just want to see pottery. which I can understand. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, as always, I would highly appreciate if you give it a thumbs up, and maybe you want to subscribe to that channel. I'm new on YouTube, I'm not new on Instagram, so if you want to see more of my finished pieces, you should go check my Instagram. And if you live somewhere where it's as hot as here, I hope you can enjoy it. If not, I hope you can still enjoy it. And remember to be gentle to yourself. It's hard to exist in this world already, so better be your own best friend. Okay, bye.